Griffin for this matchmaking doesn't really
Welcome to
jive
Mobile
well with these
Legends!
heroes, but you know what? We've seen teams do that previously. Low rating,
A lot of
high chance of winning.
A lot of it relies on mechanics,
Yeah,
execution.
of the heroes itself.
You don't see that in the numbers.
Yup, we'll now check on how this composition will work, either for Team Liquid Echo or Falcons AP Bren. It's game number 2. Let's see how Team Liquid could bounce back this time around. Focus and pressure onto Few. Half HP.
Oh,
Aided by Gwen right away. That's the early poke that they can do against this Vexana. Again, once it hits level 3.
It's Super Marco with the custom emblem carry. So
Okay.
they're holding out. They're forcing a mid lane. No!
oh it's gonna be JP going down for first blood.
A mid game.
And what?
A mid game engagement. And
Right.
the fact that it's Falcons AP been going much faster does not spell good for Team Liquid.
This is just the mindset of Falcons AP Bren to actually be utilized against Team Liquid Echo. Having the missile river and heading towards this turtle. Now Carl TZ both on level 4. They're willing to contest. But Eternal Guard being used right away early on.
Quite early Eternal Guard here, forcing Carl TZ back. This could do some damage, but not that much. And JP is in a good angle to maybe make a zone happen, but they're not forcing it. They're really respecting, trying to get as much info, and there goes Sanford, doubled up by the Daytona, and now he's gonna go down. But Carl TZ will still be the one to get the turtle. Good fight coming in from Falcon though. A lot of low HPs on the side of the Falcons, but Team Liquid PH can maybe snipe 1 or 2. Yeah, he gets it from downtown! Sanji with 1.
Masterful killer instinct by Sanji they were protecting the low health members that they had, and then eventually Sanji said, you know what, it's over,
Super
I can hit
Marco.
this. Gets it, 1v1!
Yeah, the cutie there being a
Pressure,
little bit cheeky. Pressure coming from Carl TZ, and the force of the flicker out of Super Marco. That is huge. That's one safety factor, one safety mechanism removed from the goal later FCAP.
Earth Shatter.
Fight's coming
Super
in.
Marco. He's
Charged
low.
by Carl TZ. He's low. He's running. No minions to save him, and the missile expert gets him.
Saved by the bell. Falcons AP Bren Super Marco knew what's guard first before everything else starts. That's a great way to get vision and also zone out right away. But prioritizing the necklace of the runs first, maybe right now he's just completely aiming on to decrease the healing of Team Liquid Echo, and the second turtle is up for taking.
There we go. They started out strong. Sanji again securing that turtle. Knockup is activated by Carl TZ. They're trying to get as much kills as they can, but Falcon AP Bren once more just trying to gauge out their opponent while whittling down. Sanford once more.
Forgot!
15%.
At max stacks!
A complete recipe for laning for Super Marco.
Look at that. Oh, that's huge actually. Flicker removed from Few. Pretty big here. That might be a signal for Team Liquid PH to do something. They're jumping in. Once more, up in the air is everyone while Carl TZ takes care of that turtle, but the fight's happening here. Last sadly activated already. Super Marco in the middle of everything. Carl TZ is quite low, but it's Sanford who's actually going to fall again.
The casualty of Team Liquid Echo. Sanford got trapped right on point from Falcons AP Bren.
That is unfortunate. Sanford sitting at a duck face KDA. And right now, this is the best bet to kill Marco!
Oh my goodness! Bendy Cutie so close to giving Super Mario his full death, but now it's going to be Ogwin who is up on front. He still has Primal Wrath if he wants to use it. And the Earth Shatter, the knockup just not hitting their mark. Super Marco! Almost going down, but the backup's here. Fuse dancing it around. Bendy Cutie! That tower is not where you want to play.
Just won't die!
He just won't die! He's the man who can't be killed.
The body block.
And you can kind of just dive out of the turret.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like he's rocking killing spree, right?
Yep.
But again, our shutdown on the Marco is key. Just couldn't make it happen.
Oh, he got spotted.
There goes the fight. Knock up again. Flat piece is a little late to the board, but this time Sanford's the one who gets a kill. Now they're diving it out. Sanford's on the side. Flap Teasy has to flicker out. Sanji looking for targets here. Once again, misses this time.
For the first time in this series, 9 minutes into game 2, Liquid get what they want, collapsing onto bottom lane, forcing Falcons AP Bren to concede this Lord. I'll say, Liquid got a great trade there.
with the force and also pressure onto the goal lane. Very Cutie secures the objective. Team Liquid Echo slowly getting back under Bren.
Is what we're talking about here. The pressure coming in from all sides because of the Lord take will translate to a lot of goals.
Super Marco.
This time around, Carl TZ fighting it out.
Oh!
Flicker by Super Marco.
He's
What the heck are we seeing here? Still alive, but look at this. The damage is now reduced here from the Falcons.
That was off of a light-speed Baksha Unite rotation that caught Super Marco off guard. And Carl TZ, honestly, could have had his way.
To outplay everything, even out-sustain the damage. This is still a carry, though, that they need to look after.
In both of these games, it seems that Navarre are just doing so much work. I'm sure they can get these objectives once more.
Yep.
It's the dance on the Lord.
I'll be honest with you. Sanji rarely needs to hit anything but a last hit shatter, meteor shatter, right? Besides that, he's just really there for the vision. These little AoEs, these little slows, sure it helps, but he's mainly there to just stop Falcon AP Bren from getting into position, and that's a job well done.
Yeah, they're waiting.
Doesn't
They're
need to
waiting,
get kills
JP.
happen here.
Oh.
But there you go. Everyone spotted out once more by the Astral Echo, and now everybody getting hit by the Minoan Fury. And now the dive in. The collapse coming in from Team Liquid. Super duper powerful. And they're diving in on few. They remove the mage, and they remove a majority of the builds here. And finally, the first death given over. Sanji inside the base. He's attacking it. Not able to get a kill on the flap, but that's 4 members of Falcons AP Bren down for the count.
And all it took was 40, right? All it took was 40, and everything went well for Liquid Echo. They got the amazing setup with the Astral Echo. They got the collapse, and you know, the icing on the cake, the Lord knocked everyone up alongside the Minoan Fury.
Exactly.
And that's a happy setup for JP. Still was the first person to soak up all the damages from Falcon.
Motivation or no, only opposing effects.
It's just wonders. Team Liquid Echo using the advantage and timing in that objective taking. Now another turret taken down by Team Liquid Echo. Lord pushing it down bottom. Now the question is, can Falcons AP Bren defend with the tools that they have? This is still a carry with the orange. Still wants to capitalize on damage. That's a Lord knocking up. Half HP on the turret. Now they're looking for it to defend this.
Coming into play here. Lord goes down, but the pressure is on. For the first time, we're seeing Falcons AP Bren really breaking the sweat here.
Oh, turret down. Defense is slowly being taken away by Team Liquid.
All right, the Falcons, the Bees, they've been put up against the corner, and for the first time in a while, we have to see them claw their way out of a losing situation. And oh wow, an off angle, full 5-man Echo.
Oh, there it is. We'll see if that's going to take an effect here. One thing's for sure, Carl TZ definitely getting knocked up here. But look at JP, he's going down. He has to back off.
Super Marco.
Marco's on the back here. JP going to get taken care of. Still cannot go too aggressive against the Falcon AP Bren. We're seeing he's still very fed.
Mind you, that was a forward flicker on Super Marco. So we're at the point where Falcons AP Bren are just happy to get whatever they can out of these engagements. And for the first time in, I'd say, Matex, folks, 38% might not look good, might not look like a big number, but consider this, more than one out of three Star Shatters actually hit.
And Leo, it also it doesn't count the ones he uses to clear the minions.
Yep. So it's always doing something.
It's always doing something.
Sanji is always doing something for what his team has done right now. He is instrumental to every little thing that Liquid Echo is doing to win game number 2, to even the odds and give Falcons AP Bren their first loss, their first game loss in all of the playoffs.
Wow, Falcons AP Bren told few to go back and defend. It's just 4 from the Hive and the Falcons. But they got spotted though.
4v5. Knock up with the Lord here.
That's Insanity.
Left with the That's Insanity here, getting a special damage scan to very cutely, but the knock up, the fight is actually happening around Super Marco. Flicker out by Ogwa, he's fighting, he has a primal grab, but Lord goes down. Oh my goodness, Caltese gets it, and now Immortality's getting popped here non-stop for Team Liquid PH, and the chase is on.
Betty, old school Betty!
Oh my goodness! Camera. Keep your eyes on the map here. And he goes down. Oh my goodness, that could have been so bad.
Oh Lord.
The hit from the crystal does the work for defense for Falcons AP Bren.
All right, there were at least 2 or 3 layers
Too
of
close.
things going sideways for Liquid Echo to have missed out on 2 ways to win. Carl to the punch and Red Tree the Lord at the right time. That's why there is a... I'm sorry, is that an evolved Lord?
It does seem to be.
Yep.
How easy got it.
It is.
So there's an evolved Lord that was secured. Number 2, that back door was not set up well. There was a small wave and they were not aware of where all the members of Falcons AP Bren were. Even if Ben Cutie were to survive, there were 2 members of Falcons coming in the recall anyways.
And that split could have been reinforced. Again, we saw how few went back to base to push that wave up top. Somehow in his heart, he knew what's coming. He knew the capability of Benecute, and they respected the possible split. The team Liquid.
If it was not a scattered fight, if all the members of Liquid and all the members of Falcons were in the same spot, much about like this.
Oh,
Flicker!
Oh, Flicker! But the counter! Astral Recall! Astral Echo is so good, but now the fight is going to be whether or not Benecute can get in a good position. He gets 2 already, and Stanford following up. They're cleaning up a lot of members here for Falcon AP Bren. Flapteezy trying to make his way out. So is it's gonna
over.
be no Virago Arbor, and that's the last minute effort here. That's a wipe, and that's the game.
The setup by JP! You hear the crowd! Team Liquid Echo, full force portals right onto the crystal, and now that's how they bounce back to push it to a game number 3.
Even gods can bleed. Falcons AP Bren suffer their first game loss in the playoffs. And let me just finish.